Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will tell us two things that are causing the delay in alt season. Alt season, as we know it, is usually a season when altcoins pump hard, and altcoins are other coins apart from Bitcoin. All right, so we have Solana, we have BNB, we have Dots, we have Hyper, and the rest of them. So those ones are referred to as alternate coins, and that's what we abbreviate as altcoins. And the reason why cryptocurrency traders always expect the altcoin season is because of the high purchasing power we have in altcoins. All right, so they are still low prices, 0.1 $1 $2 and the rest of them. So this very chart I'm about to explain now is called the Bitcoin dominance chart. So this is btc.d charts, and don't worry, I will leave this link in the description so that you can also come to your trading view account. If you have account before, you can then decide to create one. All right, because trading view is actually the site we use to analyze the markets, and this is Bitcoin dominance chart. When you look here, you will see that this very chart is in 4-hour time frame. All right, so what does that imply? It means that each of this candlestick here represents 4 hours. All right, so which means this is 4 hour. This one is still not yet complete, because when you look here, you will see the time duration, all right, remaining for this very candle to close. So we are expecting this candle to close in the next 2 hours. All right, so which means this is 4 hour 4 so that's what it implies. All right, so when you look at this very chart, you will see that the dominance is still very high. That is up to 64% dominance. And if you remember, you can see there was a time we experienced that should be from May 7th, May 9th, May 10th. We experienced a kind of altcoin movement, you understand? So where we saw Mudeng pump very high. All right, so because of the fall in Bitcoin dominance from this from 65% to 61%, and when you see here, you can then see that it is already moving up again. So this movement is not good for us, because it implies that there is major inflow of funds into Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin is moving, altcoins are not even moving at all. So which implies that there is increased dominance. All right, so the Bitcoin dominance needs to drop before alt season can actually ensue. So when you change this from 4-hour time frame to let's say we use 1 day time frame. All right, so when I'm using 1 day time frame, it implies that each of this candlestick here represents 1 day. All right, so that is what it implies. So when you are looking at it, you will still believe with me that there is still a surge in Bitcoin dominance from 54%, that was on December 5th, to around 65%, and now we are seeing it at 62%. But if you actually take out your trend line, if you take out your trend line from here, this is called a trend line. Let us establish this very trend. So you will now rule your trend line. You can see that there is a breakdown in structure. All right, so just look at it here, you will see what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I mean. So for you to draw a valid trend line, there must be like two. This is one turning point, this is the second turning point, and the third turning point. You must have like 2 to 3 turning points where the line actually touches. So you can see that there is a breakdown in structure and a retest. So we should be hoping that this market will not actually close above this trend line, because if it does, it means that there is a continuation. All right, so this breakdown in structure implies that we are going to start seeing the dominance actually drop to this very point. All right, so which means that if you should visualize the Bitcoin dominance charts on 1 day time frame, it now shows us that alt season may be around the corner. So now let me explain the second reason. All right, okay, the second reason is actually because of the Ethereum Bitcoin pair. All right, so this very chart is referred to as Ethereum Bitcoin charts. All right, so when you look at these very charts, you notice something, but firstly let me explain what this thing implies. All right, so the Ethereum BTC pair is actually a key indicator in crypto markets, especially when it comes to predicting or confirming the starts of an alt season. This is actually the chart that you should pay attention to after paying attention to the Bitcoin dominance charts. All right, now let me explain to us the significance before I will do the technicals. All right, so now you should understand something, that whenever there is a rising Ethereum Bitcoin pair, you should anticipate Ethereum to be gaining strength faster than Bitcoin, and which is very good for the alt season. Why is it so? Because altcoins are paired to Ethereum. Ethereum is the first altcoin, so its movement is actually catalyst that helps other ones to also move. All right, so but whenever you start seeing Ethereum BTC downtrends, it implies that Ethereum is losing value relative to Bitcoins. All right, so now look here, let's look at this very chart. This is actually 4 hours time frame chart. But when you look, you see something here. Look here, you see that on May, that should be on May 8th. All right, on May 8th we saw Ethereum move. That was when Ethereum moved up to $2,700, and we saw altcoins recover, which we saw some did 4 times, 5x, okay, 6x, 10x from where they dumped to. All right, but now we are seeing a rapid decline in this very pair. So if you pick your trend line again and then rule it, when you draw your trend line resistance, you can see that unless this breaks above this very trend line, we are not going to see any significant movement again in altcoins. Okay, just keep an eye on this. Whenever it breaks above, it implies that altcoins would now start gaining momentum. Why is it so? Because Ethereum will start outperforming Bitcoin, which is very important for alt season. All right, so now you have to rule the support here so that you would also understand something. This is where we are looking at. All right, if there is a break below 0.02294, you should be expecting the market to go completely bearish, like altcoins will jump harder again. So these are the two charts you should pay attention to. I mentioned the first one, which I explained, the Bitcoin dominance chart, and this one is called Ethereum BTC pair. Very important, so that you would know when to anticipate altcoins movements or not. All right guys, make sure you share this video to educate others as well, and also endeavor to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to stay subscribed. Thank you guys for watching, and do have a wonderful day.